Well, hey there, John. Today is, I think it's Wednesday. I didn't sleep super well, and I was really excited to wake up and play this game. So I want to show you what I was thinking about last night and what I did. So yesterday, after we talked, I handed the keyboard over to Cameron, and he did a lot of work with the parks. So we have three parks right now. There's the Park and Park Park, so named because it's right next to my transit hub. There's the Power Park, so named because it looks like a giant power button. It's within Liar Park, but he hasn't started working on that one yet. And then there's a third park called Hallibrook. I love this park. He made a campground out of it. It's great. It's such a beautiful park. So um, let me show you, I'm going to show you three things in this video. I'm going to show you my transportation hub. I'm going to show you my sewage treatment, and then I'm going to show you Waste Your Education, which is a new zone I just put in. So let's start with the transportation hub. Everybody's out of water and sewage. Okay, hang on. Why do you not have enough water? Got plenty of water, but sure. I will put... Having all sorts of issues with my plumbing right now. We'll get it worked out though. Okay, so... Yep, you guys gotta come online and then you'll be okay. We'll put another one over there, just because. So, at the transportation hub, we have a train, and the only place that this goes is out of the city. So I don't have any other train stations connected with this or train routes. That's because I'm trying to do everything else with subways. So where is my subway? So here's my subway right here. And what I'm doing in this is kind of a hub and spoke model. The subways go all over the city and then connect back to the center. So the purple line goes to downtown and Hollybrook Park. This green line goes out to McDonald's Farm. The orange line here goes up to Liar Park. And then this orange line, kind of bright orange line, that one goes to John Plain. And the yellow line goes up to Waste Your Education. Then there's also all of the bus lines that I have. So I have the bus terminal, and then almost all the buses, except for the local routes, come through here. I'm not going to show you all the bus lines, but there's a bunch. Basically, I try to use buses so that people can get from attraction to attraction, or from zone to zone, so that they don't have to drive their cars. The only place I have a local route is around here. Around Waste Your Education, I have two lines that go in opposite directions from each other that go around this island. Okay, and then let's talk about some of the other transport options I have. We have taxis. There's a lot of taxi stands. This is one right here. Taxi depot supplies the taxis, and then the taxi stands are where the taxis hang out when they don't have people to pick up. I've got the sightseeing bus, sewage is backed up, taxi stand, etc. And then blimp field also. So people can go on hot air balloon tours. It's exciting stuff. So that is my Park and Park transit hub. So that's one. Then I want to show you my waste treatment plants. As you can see, oh God, the poop is just floating in the rivers. There's not strong current, so it's not getting flushed away. Really disappointing. So I installed a college. I installed a bunch of colleges, and it's they teach their students how to handle waste using these waste sewage treatment plants. So here's how it works. You put down a canal, two canals, And then on one side, let me show you this. So on one side you have your waste pumping in, and on the other side you have your suckers, your pump outers. So waste is filling in, coming out, and then these are plugged into these waste treatment plants, which pump into canal number 2, and then there's also a pump that pulls out of there if need be. So the trick is, when you install these with the game paused, and then you hook everything up, all the power, all the pipes, and then the waste goes into the canal. And then when there is enough liquid for the pump to pump it out, it will turn on. And it will have the blue, just like these right here, it will have the blue shimmer. And when that happens, you click on it and you turn it off. And for whatever reason, what happens is the waste goes in, and then I guess you could call it a game glitch, but then it gets sucked out again. And then if there's so much in here that you know, there's trouble and they can't keep up with it. What is that? It's a bear. There is a bear here. Seems like a small bear. Wandering around. Why is there a bear? I hate bears. Anyway, then it will just pump it over here like that, right there, see? So these guys must have sucked up a little bit, enough to pump it in here, and then it spit it out there. And then if this fills up too, these guys will pump them up, and then they just stick it into the ground. It's probably awful, but that's what's up. So I had a bunch of waste spilling into the water here, and that's why it's awful. So I moved them over here, but then this part of the city started having really bad drainage, so I put in another one over here. This one, I actually dug a hole first in case it overflows. Hopefully it will fill up, flood these, and turn these off, I think. And so waste will still, it'll be a problem, but it won't like flood and ruin other areas of the map. Okay, so that's number 2 is waste. I'm thinking I might put another treatment plant right over here somewhere to help out these guys. We'll see. Okay, now I want to show you Waste Your Education. So it's a district that has all the, what do I call this, hippie policies turned on, electric cars, Industry 4.0, you know, NIMBY, high-tech housing, etc. Recreational use, you know, it's pretty cool. So inside this zone, I put all the educational buildings. So we have a modern technology institute, a college, a community school, sports hall, Institute of Creative Arts, library, clock tower, university, I said that already. I think there's some other stuff around here too. Not seeing it, but that's okay. I also put the, look at this, the ziggurat garden. Big fan of that. And the science center. So most of this is low density residential, tons of low density. I did put down a few high density residential, some low density shopping, a few bits of high density shopping. I don't want it to get too busy in here. But I also, let's see, I use these big, wide, beautiful streets. Look, there's pedestrians in the middle. This is a bus and taxi lane. I haven't done any traffic management on the island yet, not any. So I will be curious to see how that works out. Pretty excited for that. Yeah, so those are the 3 things I wanted to show you today. If I buy this cell, then I'll try to expand to fill the entire island. I put down some highway infrastructure down here. because I thought that there weren't really any good ways to get to waste your education from the highway. And I thought as long as I'm doing that, I'm going to build thinking about the future. So if I want to build more stuff down here, people can connect up. But yeah, that's the story. All right, 10 minutes. Good talking to you, John. See you later.